Comedian, Mr. Tim Vargulish!
Thank you. So, the other day, someone asked me if I was a virgin, and I'm not, so I said no. But I said it very cocky, because I don't have sex very often, so I'm just barely not a virgin. But like the way I answered this guy, I was like, no. I mean, couldn't look at me. What makes you think that this guy ain't getting some? And then I started over-talking it, like the way someone who's never had sex would talk about sex. I'm like, I have it all the time. I mean, it's great, I love it. Penis, vagina, feels so good. I'm having sex right now, actually. I don't know if you can tell. It's weird. So I'm a nerd. What type of nerd? I'm a comic book guy, that's what I love. And I read comic books because they give me something that I'm missing in life. But the things that I'm missing in life are because of comic books. It's a very vicious circle. I just be like reading a book and I'm like, oh my god, this book is so great. It has such great character interaction. And then my phone will ring and I look at it like, oh, it's my friend. Probably calling to have some great character interaction. I'll just go back to reading this book. I made a classic mistake the other day while reading comic books. I thought in my head, I was like, hey, how comes I've never read one of these books out loud? Which, let me tell you guys, nothing will take you out of the story faster than hearing my voice. It's not appropriate to the story. Like, it doesn't sound good to hear like, hey, you, get your damn hands off my girlfriend, Green Goblin. I'm sorry. That wasn't what the character said. I apologize to the book for mispronouncing goblin. It would be great. Goblin. I had a job interview on Friday, and thank you. And towards the end of the interview, the guy asked me, like, he asked all these boring questions, and then like at the end he was like, well, let me ask you something. Tell me something you're passionate about. And I got like really excited. I was like, oh, well, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm really passionate about comic books. And I was like, oh, okay. And then like he wrote something down. And granted, I couldn't see what he wrote, but I'm pretty sure it's just like nerd and then underlined like 18 times. But I felt like such a bozo because like when I left the interview, I was like, ah, oh, I should have said account management. I should have said that's what I'm passionate about. A lot of my friends have really good jobs, but they're not helpful in like getting me work. Because I always try to ask them for advice. Like, oh man, like you had a really good job. Like, how'd you get that? And it's like, to tell you the truth, man, I don't even know. Oh, well, you must have like at some point had to fill out an application or looked online or something, right? And he's like, yeah, sometimes it feels like that. Why are you being so coy? Do you not want anyone else to have jobs? Unless like you had to do like something really awful to get that job. He's just trying to protect me. Like you had to just like snap a baby panda's neck. He's just like, no, stay away from the job. You don't, it'll change you. I like my friends a lot. My friends like lead very different lifestyles. So like my friend Mike just went on a vacation to Vegas, and he really wanted me to go, and but I couldn't afford it because I'm poor. But he kept like insisting. He was like, "Come on, man, it's just $1,000. That's all it'll cost, just $1,000. You can make it. It's just $1,000." I was like, "Oh, is Is that it? Just $1,000? Like, that might as well have cost a mermaid. And to me, like, $1,000 and a mermaid are practically the same thing. Like, I've heard stories, but I've never seen them in real life. So much sure. So I've been trying to get into shape lately, and kind of like a chubby guy, and trying to work out and stuff. I came to this realization a couple of weeks ago that I need to get into shape when I had the fattest thought of my entire life. I was driving home, and I was really hungry, and in my head I was like, man, I have been eating way too much McDonald's lately. I should really get some Burger King and mix things up. It's not an adult thought. The problem is, I love food. I love it too much. Like, the other night, I ordered a pizza, and I didn't finish it in one sitting. And, like, I started having the same feelings you would have as if you broke up with a girl you were still in love with. I was just looking at the pizza like, I'm like, listen, I still have feelings for you. I think we should spend some time apart. I'll eat you tomorrow. Just do one last quick thing for you guys. You know what word does not get enough respect nowadays? Is the word devilish. It seems like it's mostly only used by mothers when they're describing the antics of their slightly wayward child. It's like, oh, I love my little Gary, but he can be a little devilish. Oh, you mean like he challenged God for the right to rule heaven, lost, was thrown out, fell all the way through earth into hell, where he rose to prominence, become king of the damned, patient waiting his return to earth, will bring about the Armageddon? Is that what little Gary's like? Oh no, I just may as well put his finger in the peanut butter. I see. I have reached for my holy water far too soon. And thank you guys very much.